We are finally back, people. Back on the strip in plastic model heaven, also known as Westminster Bridge, where, ladies and gents, you will find more plastic than anywhere else in London. And I'm not just talking about floating in the river, I'm talking about walking across the bridge, typically from Brazil, Russia, take your pick, plastic heaven. But, this is a key thing, unlike in the past 2 to 3 days, the sun is actually shining. Would you believe it? I know, I struggled to believe it as well for a while. I mean, this is what they're all happy about. This round thing over there, I'm not sure what it is. It looks a bit like a wheel. In fact, maybe if you go to the top of it, you could see quite a lot over London. That would kind of make it a London Eye, I guess. Right, look, you see an alien spacecraft about to land. The good thing, though, guys, about the bridge. Excuse the number of people. The good thing about the bridge is the fact that big group shots. Look. Merci. You're welcome. You're welcome, mes amis from France. Now, you might ask yourself, why is this stupid guy who supposedly knows a little bit about London and its geography, history, politics, and a bit of this and that as well, why is he walking across the bridge in the wrong direction? And guys, let me tell you something, that would actually be a brilliant question. Why am I walking across the bridge in the wrong direction? Well, 2 reasons actually. One, to get a vitamin D protein shake. Yep, bare arms, just enjoying a little top up in the sunshine. And secondly, I realised since we started making these long form videos, unlike in the past, I'd never actually set foot on the south bank of the Thames. Look, even this fluffy little seagull toy has probably flown to the south bank of the Thames, but me? Nope. I haven't, so I thought just for the sake of getting it out of the way, I'm not a huge fan of the South Bank, guys, I must say, I'd cross over to the south and then you could all enjoy the magnificent sights of me heading back over to the north. How's about that? Oh, what's that bell behind me?
It was a very negative experience.
Someone's got a really good alarm on their phone. That sounded exactly like Big Ben, that phone alarm. Oh, hold on. It's exactly the right look. That's it. That's what everyone wants, guys, and you can understand why they want it. Look at this. That's the money shot, isn't it? Let's be honest. In this light, absolutely spectacular. That is the entire Palace of Westminster. Anyway, on I plod, almost about to set my feet on the hallowed southern bank of the Thames. It's funny because I used to actually head over back and forth across the river a lot during the TikTok lives, but there's not as much reason to do it when we don't have any any HCAV troopers based ordinarily on the south bank. So there it is, officially done. Look, I've actually, guys, officially crossed to the south side of the Thames. See, look, there's the proof. The south bank, London. I'm actually on the south bank, and even the lion is happy. Yeah, that's the Marriott County Hall in front of me, this massive hotel here. Huge tourist trap, but the best hotel for watching, if you've got a good room or a suite, for watching the New Year's fireworks displays in London. So that's the view from the south, guys. I mean, it's kind of impressive here on the south bank. I mean, the light is wonderful. Just about to squeeze in the entirety of the wheel. Yeah, it's a really spectacular day. But you can understand why most people prefer to live on the south bank and look at those views to the north, as opposed to vice versa. Because to be honest, other than the wheel, okay, perhaps the Shard, the south, yeah, there's not that much that makes it worth having a good view from the north. There really isn't. In other words, if you want the money shots, you need to be living on the south, looking towards St Paul's, Tower of London, of course, the Palace of Westminster, which is by far the most spectacular river view, not just in the UK, but arguably in the whole world. If there's a better one, guys, and yes, I know there are certain magnificent parts of this Seine, but yeah, I mean, I can't think of a single river view globally, at least that I've laid my eyes on, that's better than that. I mean, it really is utterly spectacular, isn't it, when you can fit the whole thing in. You don't quite realise the enormity of it until you squeeze it into the frame. Yeah, absolutely magnificent, especially in this light. We haven't quite got a perfect day. It's not like those 2 days we had last week when everything was, you know, sparkling blue. However, it is really nice, and more importantly, the numbers are much more manageable today. Now, I don't know if that will be reflected in the situation on the ground at horseguards. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I like to pause and look at that because I absolutely adore that view. It really is wonderful. Once you're sort of, I don't know, 4/5 of the way across to all the south bank, the bridge rather, curves a little bit, and that's why you get that spectacular view, which everybody, of course, is trying to get the absolute dream picture of. See, look. Chin up. That's better. So that, guys, is our opener for this morning. Bit of a shocker, but in a good way, I would think. And before you ask, no, the river isn't really clean enough to swim in. It's cleaner than it has been before. It's County Hall, this building over here. But it's nowhere near clean enough to actually swim in. You must be joking. In fact, I wouldn't even wash my clothes in it. I wouldn't even use it to apply the water to my bidet. That's how bad it is. Which is a pity, really, because they could have built a few artificial beaches. They have a couple in Paris. Now, if the prisoners clean up their messy river through the city, we could do the same, surely. And that is our final shot of squeezing in entirety of Elizabeth Tower, Palace of Westminster. It just squeezes in perfectly. Talking about perfect timing, here's the ferry. It's about to zoom off under the bridge. I think we caught the key moments, didn't we, this morning? Now, obviously, the south side is always a lot quieter than the north side, which means you're probably wondering, why are all of these students marching over to the other side? Well, I have no idea. That's the honest question. I'm guessing they're thinking that that's the way to Dover and then to Calais. And to be honest, they wouldn't be wrong. Geographically speaking, they are heading toward the English Channel, not away from it. You know, I do tease when it comes to tourists and their funny pictures and poses and stuff, but we've all been there. Get off the plane or off the train, got that adrenaline rushing, super excited, and that's the best moment of the holiday, to be honest. The anticipation after you first arrive is something else. Toro. And I know you're wondering, guys, so I'm going to put you out of your misery. Yes, we will have a look at the phone boxes. I mean, a walk around this part of London, the bridge, etc., would not be complete without the phone boxes. Also, having walked right across the bridge, and you saw this, both sides, as I was moving the camera around, there's not a single thieving, deceitful scumbag trying to rip off tourists with their stupid little ball games and mats, or those other rather foolish folks who walk around with an iPad and a handful of balloons, hand you the balloons and then charge you, I don't know, £20 or whatever for one picture. So it's good that, I'm guessing it's been probably the police and the council working together to really close that down, because the council would have had to obtain some court orders insisting that the bridge be cleared. And they clearly did a great job, didn't they? I've never, honestly guys, in the past decade or so, I've never known it to look so clean in terms of being free of idiots. Now, will that remain? I'm not convinced. Why? Because they're devious and they'll dream up new ways of coming back. More importantly, we haven't yet touched tourist season proper. That's coming up. As such, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they're laying low until police attention dies down, and then they will come back again. But your intrepid and faithful videographer, i.e. me, will do his best to keep them on their toes. I hope. Fellas, why am I walking along here in the shade when I could be back in the sunshine? That's better. Yeah, always a bit of a difference, between the North Bank and the South Bank. Here, there's at least 5 times the number of people all the time. Oh, free Bible courses, if anyone's thinking of popping over to London and converting to Christianity. Slow day for the tuk-tuk drivers, which is good because they like to overcharge tourists as well. I mean, not really surprises it, to be honest. Okay, I spot our faithful phone boxes, guys. Yes, I can see them already. Even Whitehall's looking pretty crispy and clean. Although how long that lasts is anyone's guess. Oh wow, the lights are green. I bet they'll change red when we get to the middle. Oh god, actually, you know what? I'm not going that way because we will get stuck. And you all know how impatient I am, folks. I'm going to walk through the middle of the road instead, risking life, limb, and everything else just for you viewers. Bet they're getting stuck in the group at the traffic island. Okay, so we're back. Unfamiliar territory. Hold on, what's this? Oh. This is some sort of Mexican wave or something, I think they just did. Should we just... Oh, goodness me. Yep. So here we are back at Earth's most popular phone box, ladies and gents. And I'm guessing there must be one somewhere else in the world. Yes, it's not going to look like this. It's not going to be red or designed by, and I knew I'd forget, but I forgot. Anyway, yeah, it was a famous designer designed the phone box. Apologies, guys. I do know quite a bit about oh, goodness me. The artistic heritage of my own country, but I can't remember for the life of me. Second as one of you posts it, and obviously you will, post who it was that designed this red phone box, I'm going to be like, oh, of course it was. But you get where I'm going anyway. I mean, to be honest, if people keep sticking stickers all over it, then it's only a matter of time before nobody can actually read. Oh, minions time. No one will be able to see what they're doing or be able to read the facial expressions of their friends and family when they're sort of saying like, oh, you know, look happy, look excited, smile. There's an important call coming in, etc., etc. But yeah, this is what we're looking at, guys. Now, bearing in mind, Palace Westminster obviously in front. If we move the camera, 1 second, as all the tourists get around, out of the way. Of course, that's Westminster Abbey, just poking its head out. And doesn't it look wonderful, ladies and gents? Yes, it does. It's a beautiful morning, so it would be rather difficult for it not to look wonderful. And Bro here, fresh from dropping off 2 bricks to his local cartel contacts. He's just confirming the delivery. It's done. And the Medellin cartel are happy, everybody. Okay, right, let's continue on to Whitehall. You'll notice that there's a bit of a mixture going on in terms of what people are wearing. We've got some crazy people that have got a full-length coat, even though it's 20 degrees. Most, like me, are quite sensible and have opted for the t-shirt and short sleeve look. Why? Because if it's 20 now, it's not going to be getting any colder between this moment. Oh, another photo shoot. between this moment. Oh, that's a lovely little look in the distance. Anoruskaya, Dochna. He's definitely Russian.
Get ready.
Who's up next? I should really be going over to these tourists, and especially the really attractive looking guys and girls, and saying, hey, can you give a thumbs up to my camera and say subscribe and like? Because let's be honest, guys, I mean, if you're liking the content, you should really subscribe. Why? Because it's free, that's why. It's amazing how many of you actually messaged me to say that I don't see the subscribe option on my phone or iPad or tablet, and more importantly, is it chargeable? Guys, it's not chargeable. Look, even this dude here, he's like, what are you talking about? Of course it's not chargeable. It's free, folks. Subscribe on YouTube is the same as follow on TikTok. Okay? It is absolutely eternally free. Now the good news is that we're keeping pretty good time, and as I was early, we should get a teeny weeny bit of blues time before the guard change. I always secretly hope we're going to have another one of these mornings where you've got a group of people, seeing how many they can fit in the phone box. Of all the times we walked along here, we've only seen that once, which is unfortunate because I find that kind of sweet, to be honest, and creative too. Now, what sort of a day is it going to be today? Well, not like last Friday, I can tell you that. Last Friday we had the guard change at the palace cancelled, and as many of you will already remember from that video, it was by far the busiest single morning we've ever seen at Horse Guards in a year's worth of filming. But that won't be repeated today. Why? What are the chances that the guard change will get cancelled again for a subsequent Friday? Pretty much zero, to be honest. More chance we were in the Euro Millions, and I haven't even bought a ticket. So we might get a nice sunny day, some smiley people, awkward moments with a horse, bashful tourists. But, and this is what matters most, we will get the possibility of Tristan returning. The one and only Tristan, the lifeguard horse. Yes, the lifeguards will be back this morning. It's going to be a lifeguard weekend. Now, does that mean Tristan will be back? No, but it means that there's at least a chance he might return. And as I think I mentioned last time I was here, which was Monday, Wednesday, I can't remember, a few days ago. Last time I was here, I did mention that, I got a soft spot for that horse after the wonderful video we caught of him being super playful and inquisitive.
You're in the wrong place. Should we go on the other?
And nibbly. All passes to be shown on entry. Security notice here. Officer's going to search my bag. He's going to search my sack. It's actually quite rare, in fact, to see a lady officer at the gates of Downing Street. I don't actually personally remember ever seeing that before. Plenty of lady Ministry of Defence police officers, but I don't ever remember seeing a lady officer at the gates of Downing Street. Very rare sight in London, but a great thing to see. The light though, guys, isn't that just absolutely fantastically fabulous? Oh, speaking of which, the Women of World War II Memorial. Now, obviously tomorrow is the weekend. I haven't looked on the calendar, but I haven't had a lot of stuff popping up on my Instagram either. Normally when there's some kind of planned action, all the Palestinian groups that I follow to get updates on movements, they pop up, but I haven't been seeing anything at all. So either they've gone into quiet mode, there's something big's happening tomorrow, or there's no planned mass protest tomorrow. I mean, I hope there won't be, for obvious reasons, but you all know I'm ready if there will be. Oh yes. Okay, so I finally, after almost 20 minutes in this, wow, it's actually, I wonder why I was feeling a bit hot. 20 minutes walking in this sun. Finally can see the Blues and Royals. And quite a squash of tourists as well, to be honest. Now, my function is obviously to get into the throng of things, see what's going on. I won't bother IDing the Blues horses because they'll be leaving soon. And I've been leaving that to you guys for a while. But we'll be back on the case properly when the lifeguards arrive. Don't you worry about that. Hold on a second. Would you believe it, everybody? I think that's actually Ormond. Wait, no way, surely not. Oh, it is, yeah, it is. Lady Trooper on Ormond. What are the chances of that? We just turn up of a morning and Ormond is here. Casually. Yeah, but I'm in the middle of a video, sorry. Yeah, it is, guys. You wouldn't believe it, would you? Yeah, sorry, I started exactly 20 minutes ago, so...
It's okay, John.
Look at this. Well. That is a morning. That's a surprise, no, folks? I was honestly not anticipating that we would end up with Ormond. Ho, 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 ho. And yes, ladies and gents, it is Ormond plus Lady Trooper. The only negative I'm seeing about being here at this point is that the gates are closed. Which means, in all likelihood, there's another practice. Now, I thought they're having been a practice on Wednesday. They might have only had 1 or 2 practices tops, or practice sessions rather, better use of English, this week. So I'm generally a bit miffed that there's another closure. I mean, I kind of get the idea of closing up the back so there's no through traffic, but closing the front gate is what it is. Plus we've got a month until we're hitting military season, so goodness me, I wonder how many more closures there'll be. I will try, if they don't open it, to ask one of the troopers if they're expecting to open it. I think it's the first time I've ever turned up, just strolled along to horseguards, and one of our favourite, and arguably the most famous HCAV horse, just happens to be standing here, ready to nip off the fingers of any tourists that hold up 2 fingers in a V sign. Ta-da! And the problem is not that he isn't ready, but that he hasn't got enough victims. And you can hear the people behind me, but they're not getting up close. That's the problem. I'm wondering actually if they're going to keep it closed again the whole morning. It's looking like it, isn't it?
He's behaving himself.
Yeah, hasn't got enough people nearby though to grab. I mean, if you want to volunteer, I'm happy to film it for you.
No thanks.
It's come down a lot though, to be honest. In the past couple of months, he really is much more chill than before.
Me and my wife watch every single one of your videos. We're subscribers and we love the work that you do. I was posting on your videos saying I'd love to come and meet you and say thank you for all the hard work that you do.
No, I mean it's me that needs to thank you, not vice versa. I appreciate it. If you enjoy watching it, I enjoy making it.
I love your videos. They're amazing. I've yet to watch yesterday's though. I know it was a bit crazy yesterday, wasn't it?
The videos that I posted yesterday, because it was when I woke up yesterday, it was really mushy outside. When it's really kind of not just wet, I don't mind that, but when it's kind of overcast, a bit windy and wet, I post something that a favourite from the past, as it were. So you might well have already seen the videos that were posted yesterday. If not, then part 2 is probably one of the most memorable videos I've ever made, I think. One guy got thrown out and someone else was arrested. It's not, but God, it changes. Sometimes we get all 3 or 4 seasons in one day here, which is good and bad. I've just spent the past 20 minutes going to the South Bank and across the bridge. It's not as packed as I expected it to be, but they've really cleaned it up. All of the, I don't know, scammers and whatever have been moved on.
Oh, that's good.
They've really cleaned it up.
That's good.
Which was a bit of a surprise. I thought there'd be at least one scammer, ice cream seller or something, but nope, they've all gone.
Well, we've come from Manchester. We live in Manchester. We watch every single one of your videos.
How long are you down for though? Just a weekend?
Just from yesterday, went to see Back to the Future the musical.
Okay.
And we're going home at 7:30 tonight. So we're going to the Waxworks and the Dungeon today.
So Madame Tussauds and then the London Dungeon, yeah? Or that train back. You've got booked seats there, yeah? Yeah, I was going to say that train back to Manchester. Friday rush hour. I don't envy you that, I tell you.
We're all seats are all reserved. So yeah, but it's been an amazing day. Amazing 2 days. I mean, the show was amazing. The hotel, being the Strand Palace Hotel,
oh, that's a really good choice. Plus, it's close to everything, isn't it? Yeah, well, that's a really good choice. You had a little look around Covent Garden and stuff.
Not done any touring yet. As I say, today we're going to have a look around. We might go in Harrods, possibly, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, when I was walking down and I saw Ormond, I recognised him from a mile off.
Yes, very recognisable horse.
Screaming like a little kid because me and my wife, we love this horse. This is our favourite horse out of all of them.
Yeah.
We like Monty as well, but this one we love the most.
Yeah.
He's such a character.
Yeah, this one's got a lot of spirit. Other than Tristan, the lifeguard horse, who I'm secretly hoping might be back this morning. You got lucky by turning up here on this, just having the last shift. This will be the last shift before the Blues leave.
Right.
So you timed it. I mean, well, remarkable good fortune, to be honest.
And we loved your videos when the horses were laughing when they were having a drink.
There'll be a lot more of that coming.
Why did they do that? Why did they show the teeth?
It's. I mean, I didn't know about this until a lot of the viewers started mentioning it. It's called the Fleming's response, and apparently they like to suck in the air because they like the taste, the flavour, the experience.
Yeah.
And it's heightened when they're drinking. Questions, if I got that completely wrong, you can smash me in the comments of the video, but that's kind of roughly what I remember it to be. Them just, inhaling the scent and enjoying the moment, as we all do.
You must have amazing senses of smell and hearing and everything. It must be.
I mean, to be honest, I think my sense of smell has gone through the roof since I started filming here in different ways. Yeah, I think it's going to be a practice. We just saw one trooper come out in his number 2 uniform. He's in the yard on his horse. Notice they're filming it. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, likely to be that. We're going to grab the other horse quickly before he or she leaves. Otherwise the viewers will be like, oh, you didn't get the other horse. Viewers, don't worry, I'm going to see the other horse in a second, okay, I promise. But have a great time at Madame Two Swords. The queue for that will be pretty epic as well, right along Baker Street.
And it's lovely to meet you.
No, it's a pleasure. Thank you for saying hi, and I'm,
Thank you
humbled that you enjoy it.
We watch them every day. We look forward to every video every day.
Thank you.
And it's the highlight of our day. We just sit down and we have our tea and watch your videos.
I like that because the highlight of my day is often being outside and filming them, because it's the anticipation of not knowing what craziness might happen every time I switch the camera
Every
on.
day is so different.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a streamer, a YouTuber. I've been streaming for 10 years.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I stream on Twitch. So I know all about like vlogging and all that. So
I'm doing a good job.
You're doing an amazing job. Absolutely amazing.
Thank you. Okay, have a good day with your dad. Yeah. Enjoy the London dungeon, but don't get too scared. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit scary parts of it, a lot of blood, but.
I went to one in Blackpool.
Say again?
I went to one in Blackpool.
Did you enjoy it? So you're ready. You already had experience of getting a bit scared and jumpy.
What's the best way to get to the waxworks from here?
Oh, that's a good question. I would go this way to Westminster Tube Station and take on the Jubilee line direct to Baker Street. No changes. I think it's Green Park. 4 stops. And once you come out of Baker Street Tube Station, you're right there.
Okay.
That said, I'm really hoping I'm right about that. I'm pretty sure the Jubilee line goes to Baker Street. Yeah, it does.
All right. Have a nice day.
You too. Thank you, guys. Safe trip back to Manchester. Yeah.
Okay.
See you. Bye bye. Wow, guys, how humbled am I? Super nice to meet somebody that is as enthusiastic about what I'm doing as I am. I mean, you all know I'm moderately enthusiastic about what we see here, but to see the enthusiasm, especially in the boys' eyes, brilliant. Thank you both for stopping and saying hello to me. It was very kind of you. Right, so here we are, guys, at the other end. Who's this massive cloppy giant? Oh, I've just noticed actually, we are lucky enough to have a pair of lady boxmen. Now, I mean, that is pretty unusual. Not the first time, and it certainly won't be the last time, but it's still pretty unusual. Okay, so horses. Let's see if we can pick up this one. Blues and Royals list. I mean, don't really need to look, do I? You already know who it is, folks. It's Monty. Magnificent Monty and Ormond. So we've got the MO. Yep, we landed here and we got the MO straight away. The MO being Monty and Ormond. I mean, Ormond is elegant, but Monty's head is just absolutely giant.
You're going to take a photo now.
I'm actually filming, but ignore me.
I want to pet the horse.
No, you can pet the horse. Yeah. I hope he doesn't bite you. See how lovely and thoughtful people are. The lady actually thought I was taking a picture and didn't want to interrupt her.
Yeah, don't let him dance you a lot. He's going to snip you out, grab your pocket.
I don't get this wrong, but I'm going to tell them that this horse doesn't like Australians.
Oh, he's getting a bit frisky. He's beautiful. How adorable.
This horse is really famous, but this horse is the one that really doesn't like Australians. I really hope. I thought you were going to tell me you were Kiwis for a second.
No, it's probably males. Males don't like me.
Ah, okay.
No, I've got two sons, I'm joking.
No, he loves Australians. We all do. You know that. Yeah, we all do.
Oh, he's beautiful. We've got shares in races.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Australia.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you're doing well in life then.
Yeah. Well, I'm because my parents were got a good inheritance.
Wow.
Very lucky.
I mean, I wouldn't like to admit it, but I'm kind of looking forward to a mind move on so I get my inheritance.
No, because I've got most of the stuff in mind.
Yeah.
Not too emotional.
No, I know. To be honest, you need to be a bit of a lottery winner to be able to afford a flight from Oz to the UK these days, no? Crazy expensive, isn't it?
Well, don't worry about that. For me to fly to Melbourne to for the football in Grand Final.
Yeah. Good lord.
And luckily now the sun is like 13
A few years ago it would have been half that, wouldn't
would have been around.
it? Goodness me. Yep.
Things have changed, I can tell you.
Yeah, I know they have. Same here, massively.
And I hate change, so I don't do it.
Yeah, I'm the same, in fact. I mean, the way I look at it is that, we saw the best of it, so I don't think that part's coming.
No, that's why I've got like 7 years when it's hot, and I've been on
Smart. Yeah, reduce the tax burden. Good thinking. You are a lady after my heart with that thinking.
I had to.
Enjoy it. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, again, guys, Aussie's smashing it as always. The nicest people on earth. Okay, I think flight just landed from Beijing, it would appear.
Oh yeah, where the horses just.
That's fine. Let's go to this one. Let's go to this one.
我的会在那边啊。
Golly, it's busy. Now, it's lucky that a lot of this group are not heading along toward Ormond, because we know what would happen if they freaked him out too much. Okay, what do we think, guys? Anyone going to grab the reins? Nope, Italian contingent just arrived. Bellissimo. If we're in the trooper that's behind the gates, gets close to the gates, I will try and speak to him. Oh, I am John, I am, yeah.
I've been watching all your videos.
Oh no, you're gonna make me blush. I was just having the same conversation with a guy in his son at that end, and I already started to blush.
I get to see each other YouTuber. My daughter like missing you.
Oh goodness me. No, it's okay. Do you know which horse is at this end? Which is their most famous horse ever on the channel? What's the one that bites everyone? Remember? Begins with O.
You've been watching
Ormond.
Ormond.
Yes, that's Ormond. The other one, yeah. This is Monty. This one with the giant fluffy head. Yeah, this is magnificent Monty.
Yeoman as well. You know the police ones.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think we're actually going to see any today, because I don't think they're going to open the gates. Yeah, I mean, normally, and I was expecting to open, I think they've got another practice rehearsal session for Trooping the Colour. Yeah, I think they'll keep this open, closed until probably 1 or 2.
Will they change over today?
Yes, yeah, they'll still keep changing. It should be around 11ish.
To the change to the lifeguard.
Yeah, it's supposed to happen in around 10 to 15 minutes. But I don't know 100% whether it'll be usual through here. Even if it is, I don't think let the public in, or whether lifeguards will come along Whitehall behind us.
People have seen you.
Well, I mean,
Saying, I want to sit on the YouTube.
ladies, you have to be in the video. Come on.
Come on then, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it. Come on. It's your mum, yeah?
That's my mum.
Aha, there we are. Look at this, ladies, and Monty. Well done. Well done. You just in London for the day?
You need to come for a couple of nights.
Yeah.
Stayed home yesterday, going home tomorrow. That's the one.
I was just going to say, that sounds to me like, West Midlands, East Midlands?
Birmingham.
Ah, okay. It's unusual to hear a Brummie accent in London, which for me is a pity, because we hear far too few regional accents in London these days. Yeah?
We came to see this because she wanted to see it. She's always watching your videos. She's like, hey, you've done the YouTubers now. I was like, well, what does he look like? She said, I don't know. I said, well, I know when I hear his voice.
Ah, is that what it is? The voice is always the giveaway, eh?
Because you usually go, morning guys.
I do.
say?
I was kind of, how to say, I walked across the bridge this morning though, to the South Bank. It took about 20 minutes to walk here, just sort of, enjoying the sunshine. I was really, really anticipating it would be open and things would be normal. So bad luck for me, bad luck for you guys that we can't be in the yard.
Shall I take you back?
We can get like a group selfie if you want, ladies. How about that? Do you want me to get in the middle? Yeah?
Shall I do it on mine? Can I
Yeah.
put a timer on it? Because I'm not very good at
Of course you can,
holding it.
100%.
If I put 3 seconds on it. Are you ready, ma'am?
Okay, get my sweaty face right in the middle.
I can't see. Cause up. You ready? Yeah. There you go.
Bingo.
Thank you.
I just got the camera out the way in time. My pleasure.
Is this the best place to stand now?
I would personally, let me think, it depends. Do you want to be right in front of the box when the new horse
I
comes
want to
out?
see them dismount.
I'm not sure there will be one, again, because I think what they're going to do is change over and ride straight in. I mean, they might. I can't remember what they did on Monday when this was closed. I would either be here in front of one of the boxes, or, especially if you want the last couple of horse, to march right into your face, into the camera, right in the middle, like push your way to the front, where these tourists are. And if anyone asks, just say, I'm a military official.
Thank you.
I'm allowed to work here. Well, come and get me, and I'll push them out of the way for you.
Thank you.
Pleasure, ladies. See you. Whoa, guys, what a morning, eh? Sorry, folks, if you haven't got my usual commentary on the horses. Too many nice people in this world, there really are. And I'm lucky enough to meet a lot of them doing this, which is the best part. Talking about nice people, I can't remember if the trooper is a friendly fellow. I don't want to get owned on my own video by asking him if they're going to open up or not. Open sesame. Oops. Okay, who's up next? A lot of people really pushing and shoving behind. Even Monty's getting annoyed. Ta-da. Close, guys, because there's not actually a lot of space to get back. If I step back to how far back we usually are, we're going to get this. A crowd of Mont enthusiasts. So yes, everybody, my sweaty face is in a selfie with the lovely ladies from Birmingham.
That's alright. Trying to go closer.
Trying to read that on his. Is it Vienna, capital of? Oh, it is. Sorry, capital of Austria. I was thinking that was Vienna in a city in the US somewhere. I'm sure there is a Vienna in the US. Oh, this lady's like, hold on, I wore my black coat for this, and the horse is too busy dealing with his little itch. interesting sunglasses on display today as well. Vienna, capital of Austria. I'm not entirely sure I want to confess to being Austrian. Oh, actually, I shouldn't have said that. There'll be a certain Austrian cabin crew that might be watching this video, but won't appreciate my comments. Oops. Now, the most extraordinary thing of all, I'm not sure if she'll come over in a minute, but she's taking a friend's picture. One lady's wearing a fur, everybody. It's probably not a real fur, not that it matters, it's not my business, but a fur in this weather. Look. I mean, you have to ask yourself why. It's flipping boiling. Why would you want to wear a fur? Plus the horse might mistake it for a saddle blanket and rip it off. Wow, even the stableman in inverted commas, is actually a stable woman today. It's an all-female affair. 3 lady troopers. I mean, at least there are lots of tourists going up to the horse. And taking it in turns. Then Monty sticks one leg forward, hills with the edge, and then posts it back again. Oh, more plastics just turned up, guys, and they're not floating along the Thames. Oh goodness me! The guys of Instagram, it's like, hey, hi horse. He did knee how to the horse. Come to my picture. Oh, hey, welcome, 100k Mr. 100k London Walk.
Yeah.
Come on, well done. Come on. We think back a couple of months ago. It's really good news. It's really good news, honestly. You know.
But you know they follow the note.
The point is, you know, the next step, obviously, you get the tick to verify the channel. You can probably do that either next week, I would think. Do it.
Yeah, just saw your friend.
Who? Wait, do you mean the... the bank?
Yeah. There
Yeah.
are 2 coming to make it. I made as well one while I was coming.
Yeah, trooping the colour rehearsals. No, but that tick, once you get that tick, that is a very good thing, trust me, okay? Do that ASAP. Because then the channel is verified, it looks more legit, and more importantly, people trust it even more than it already does. Don't forget as well, how many people have got it? Only a few. Nick, Buster, you next. Hopefully me in 3 years.
Yeah, no, you get in what, 3 months?
No, I'm open by Christmas. That will be my Christmas present to myself. 100k for Christmas.
That was coming just now. There are more coming now.
They're doing a lot more rehearsals than they were last year. It seems to be almost every day.
And I heard the band who were coming as well.
Yeah.
That copyright.
I was going to say, yeah, copyright is the problem with that, isn't it? It's a lovely boat.
No, I'm going to more people.
It's Ormond. Okay, that's a friend of mine, guys. He decided to change his channel, his YouTube channel. He's now a shorts man. He's focusing on shorts, very short form content, between 15 and 30 seconds. Tough choice that a lot of YouTubers make. Go with long form, go with short form. Long form works, I find, if you've got a very particular niche or if you are narrating. Hence me sticking with long form. A lot of people don't want to do that, don't like to do that, are not able to do that, and they stick with the short form. Short form has one upside. Subscriber numbers grow exponentially very quickly. Yes, his channel went from 60,000 3 weeks ago to 100,000 yesterday. Yes, that's right, you heard it, guys. 60 to 100 in under a month. Crazy. Me, I take a slightly different approach, although in his case he made the right choice. My approach is that slow, steady community growth. Why? I'd rather have 10 people watching enjoy the videos than 1,000 people occasionally dropping in and not really enjoying the videos, so that makes sense. So our community has been built slowly, steadily, and that's, I think, why there's always a lot of people watching my videos that are able to answer questions and help out other community members and new people that find the channel. I think that is what makes the channel unique. Yes, I talk and so on, but so do a lot of people. But it's that community, folks, that we've built slowly in the past year, give or take. That's helped with this really good organic growth. So yes, it is another rehearsal for Trooping the Colour. Not really a surprise. You can see it on going out the back. See the troopers strutting across, or troopers strutting across. If I zoom us in, folks, 1 second, let's go way past this. I've got to get a teeny bit of it. But they've closed it up again for that rehearsal. I honestly don't remember there being so many rehearsals last year, but it's kind of a big deal this year. Because, of course, a lot of people are not entirely sure if His Majesty will even be able to take part in his own birthday parade. So the fact that he's doing good, health-wise, as we all knew and hoped he would, is a huge plus. Okay, so this officer's so polite to the tourists. In fact, he really is. Wow. 4 officers out here this morning. Actually, that's a good thing. Good numbers, no folks. Looking along the line, very good numbers. There's always going to be one that doesn't want to listen to the police, but hey. One officer's actually wearing a face mask. I'm not sure why that would be. I really hope he hasn't got COVID. Almost time to say goodbye, dear Monty. Look on the lifeguards, folks. You'll see them just behind the box. Doing the footguards first. So the
so I guess you can go by this.
I'm wondering actually what the Buckingham Palace crowd are going to do this morning. I mean, they can still get here. It's just a slightly more convoluted route. Oh, hold on a second. Hold on. They're not changing over this morning. They're not actually changing over. Well. It's a surprise. No new regiment, folks. A boxman change, but Blues and Royals. Okay, I was not expecting that. It's the first Friday this year that they haven't changed the regiments. However, my money's on them doing it this afternoon instead. Okay, who's the new one? Let me see if we get the who's number. There's me telling all the tourists and everyone I spoke to they're going to change over the regiment this morning. It's a new horse, people. A new tired horse. Oh, looks like he's about to sneeze. I think as well, we've got a new corporal of horse, I think. I'm not recognising the corporal of horse, just through the box at the back on the left. It might be one we've seen before who's now got a beard, but it doesn't look familiar to me. Right, the horse, guys, if any of you might well know which one it is, it's not on the list. This number is not on the list. So we've got the smallest star, but that horse is not on the list. And I've just double checked it twice. The number doesn't exist, so it's a new one, which is interesting. 1 second, let me ask the trooper who I recognise.
That man is in control of the horse.
I think I can. 1 second. Can I ask you a quick question? Oh yeah, camera's that way. Are lifeguards coming on this afternoon? Yeah. Okay, folks. Yep, they're on this afternoon. I did kind of think it would be the case. That's kind of interesting because it's been a while since we've seen an afternoon changeover. Let me go and try and find the tourists we were speaking to earlier and the lovely visitors, because they're obviously going to be thinking, hold on a second, why have we not seen the regimental changeover? Let me see if I can spot them. 1 second. I'm not sure if they've left or whether they're still here. I think they've left. I can't see them. Lovely ladies from Birmingham, where are you? I'm looking for you. I think you've left already. Either I'm blind. Oh, well, here they are.
The good news or the bad news?
The bad news is they're not changing the regiment this morning. Yeah, they will change the regiment, but it will likely be. I mean, Trooper just said to me this afternoon, but time when they feel like it. I think personally it'll be after 4 o'clock. So the first time this ever happened this year, but it makes sense with what's going on at the back. So sorry to kind of mislead you. I'm surprised myself.
Kingsguards tomorrow.
The lifeguards will definitely arrive. The latest, I would think, 4 to 4:30. Might be before. Even he doesn't know. But they'll definitely be here in the morning, 100%. Yeah. Okay, I thought I'd let you know anyway, so it's just so that you don't go home thinking that guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, telling us the regiment's changing over. We stood here and we missed all of it.
I've just videoed all of this.
I mean, it's kind of a treat to see the prep out the back. You know, people are paying a lot of money to get tickets for a trip in the car next month. So, yeah, a little bit of good news, I guess, but not all.
Are you staying here all day?
No. I'll be here for another hour, and then I'll have my feet up.
Do you live in London?
Yeah, about 10 minutes walk from here, give or take, so it's easy for me to get back and forwards. Not as many as everyone thinks. Typically only 3, maybe 4 mornings. A lot of people think I live there, and that's about 6 hours a day. But... Okay, so I'm retired, so this is a hobby. I go, you see, best way to be. Rush home, upload the videos, everyone's happy, win-win-win. Afternoon in the sunshine in the park, hopefully.
Thanks ever so much.
My pleasure, ladies. Have a good day, yeah? You too. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, so we have it. Oh, what's this? We've got the... Tyson Fury... It's a Fury Usyk. Apologies, Ukrainians, if I've mispronounced it. Why are they walking here, though, I wonder? The guard's going to tell them to get lost, I think, if they get too close. I'm kind of like wondering why you would walk along with that promo material.
Блин, а вы фоткали, когда на ко мне прыгнулась?
Wait, a bit closer. Tiny little bit closer. Do you want me in the picture?
Oh, here's one of the big bosses. Notice you just got a salute from the trooper. He's not in his ceremonial, so I'm not going to stick the camera in his face. I don't typically like to film anyone that isn't in ceremonials because it's not really fair. You know, troopers, yes, they have ceremonial duty here, but at the same time they also have a private life, and that's none of my business or indeed anyone else's. But notice the boss, one of the bosses on the ground here. Always time to speak to his staff. Good man. Okay, who's up next? Ta-da. So new one at the other end. One of you will know which one it is. Meanwhile, which is this one? Let's have a look. I'm pretty sure. Wait, it says Q10. It's not Q10, obviously. Wrong regiment. 1 second. Hold on a minute, everyone. Incidentally, folks, if any of you lovely viewers, and I know there'll be at least one or two of you, happen to be members of the RAC Club, the Royal Automobile Club, could you kindly DM me on Instagram? Definitely one or two of you are the members. You can probably guess the reason I'm asking, but yeah, if any of you are members of the RAC, send me a message please guys on Instagram. Let's see if we can grab the number on this one. The other one, new horse. The number doesn't even exist on the list. This one, let's have a look. This one to me looks like Q10. It's not. 1 second. Which horse is it?
What do you got on the white thing on your own?
Where? Oh, the little thing there, like a little callus. It's not a bad thing. Just look at this number, folks. It's a bit of a mushy one, but I think I've picked it up. This horse is Wallace. Yeah. I mean, the other horse, strictly speaking, should be Grommet. Problem being, of course, that horse doesn't exist on the list, so we've got no clue who the other horse is. But hopefully one of you will be able to help. So those are my two polite requests for the day, guys. Any of you know the other horse? Oh, Wallace is a cheeky little nipper. Any of you know the other horse? Drop it in the comments. And if any of you are at the RAC Club on Pall Mall, please DM me on Instagram. I've definitely seen Wallace before, which makes me wonder who the other horse is. He's probably a bit disappointed actually, he needs to go all the way around. Royal Hospital. He's a Chelsea pensioner from the Royal Hospital in Chelsea. Chelsea pensioner guy, he's just walking, I'm not sure if we caught him, just over on the right hand side in the scarlet jacket. Obviously he's probably a bit disappointed, he needs to go all the way around. He's got quite a track actually. That said, he'll have a lot better access when he gets to the back than you or I ever would have, and rightly so. I'm probably thinking the troopers are loving this because they have very relaxed time. That means to police the yard. So every time that we're closed to in the mornings, the front takes care of itself, and the yard is no work at all. So a bit of a break, respite. I mean, tomorrow the gates will be open as usual, and it'll be heaving here. There's no doubt at all about that. What do you think, guys? Is Wallace going to quit? Will he make it to the end? Can't believe my good fortune actually meeting viewers from Manchester and from Birmingham on the same day. Birmingham being the second UK city, and Manchester, although some people from Leeds would argue Manchester strictly being third. Restless Wallace. I'm still kind of wondering the best way I'm going to be able to film Troop in the Colour for all of you. I've got front row tickets, folks. I think what I'll try and do is I was asked the police for some guidance as to whether or not I can bring a tripod, because the ideal thing is going to be to plonk a tripod on the gravel right in front of me and just leave it there, recording without saying a word. In other words, you watch the whole performance as if you were sitting in my seat. The problem with that, I mean, I wouldn't be obviously distracting or disturbing anyone else's view. The problem with that, the security checks are very fussy. Airport style security checks coming in. So the issue is going to be whether or not a tripod is allowed. Yeah, lots to think about. I do feel sorry for the tourists and the old gent who's here as well, because no one's getting in. In some ways, it's kind of a shame because it's a beautiful day. Incidentally, I think there are still tickets to this, everybody. So anyone that isn't able to go and watch Troop in the Colour or has missed that, and I'm pretty sure that all three are sold out, that's the next best option. I myself will be at this as well. It's actually called Beating Retreat. I mean, they call it a musical spectacular celebration. It's something to see. Any of you that are going to be in London, 16th, 17th, 18th of July, grab your tickets before they're gone, folks. That, to be honest, controversial thing to say, but I actually prefer Beating the Retreat last year to Troop in the Colour, although that was partly due to the atrocious weather. So there were a lot of reasons I was happy and I was sad. Done? You had enough horses? Had enough of the horses? You're done? No? You still have-
We need to look at other things as well. Yeah, we came down twice yesterday.
What's up next, ladies? What are you doing next? Wait, did you just say a little drink? Drink or gin? Oh, drink.
No, drink.
Oh, a drink.
Which of these two horses then? Who are they?
Okay, this one's Wallace. That one is not even on the list. Even the number, that's a new one to me. I've never seen this horse before.
Okay.
So I think they've brought out a new one. That looks like a young horse. So
Yeah.
I'll try and ID it and drop it in. Yeah, this one's very relaxed.
He must be tired.
Yeah, very chill horse. But yeah, no name for that one yet, sadly. Damn, a drink. Flip me. I thought I was the only one that likes a bit of a tipple before lunch.
I know any coffee.
Oh, that's not really a drink. I thought you meant like a drink.
I'm going to drink with us later, John.
Ladies, you're too kind. You're way too kind. Enjoy, yeah? Enjoy. Bye. It's so lovely. Even the ZZ Top Tour guide is explaining to his loyal group that I did ask if we could go inside. The kingsguards said no. I personally am absolutely disgusted by that decision. That said, I'm not going to refund any of you the money. What I'm going to do instead is take you all in a circle along Whitehall. Then we'll stop at Big Ben, House of Parliament and Westminster Abbey. After that, we will try and find a nice restaurant. I promise it will be kosher. You'll all love the food. And after that, hopefully, we will have the lifeguards. If not, I will refund you all 50% of what you paid and wish you well as I point you back to the airport. Actually, it's that way. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Heathrow's at the back. At least he got his bearings right. So for the moment, let's go. Now I know, guys, that my Hebrew isn't perfect. That was just a rough translation of what he was saying. So don't quote me. I was about 1 or 2% correct in my translation, but it's the thought that counts. Am I right? Yes, it is. So what a real pity, actually, that this new young-looking beauty is not known to us. If I spot a friendly trooper before I leave here this morning, I will, of course, pop over and casually ask, "Oh, excuse me, my good man, which horse is this?" The police are really keeping a good eye out. Notice the other officer just beyond the railings. I'm generally shocked, guys. Look at the timer on this video about how quickly it went by. It zoomed by. So what I think I'm going to do as a one-time exception is make a trip back this afternoon and hopefully capture a regimental changeover and or a 4 o'clock inspection. We haven't had don't think I've actually filmed a 4 o'clock inspection in 4K this year. So I think that's going to be the perfect solution on a day like today. As I said, the regiment's not coming back till changing till this afternoon. The only problem being, let me think, would they realistically change before 4 o'clock? Probably not. Instinctively, probably not. Notice in the background, folks, just how many troopers are riding by on their horses. It's quite the sight, isn't it? Sorry for the big bushy heads. I'm just trying to get a good image for my horseguards is closed again caption. I think that's probably the best one.
Hay un monumento ahí dentro.
Yep. And there you have it. Right. I should hopefully, folks, be back this afternoon. A lot of officials out the back supervising this, obviously. They've got to get it spot perfect, especially given everything the King has been through this year. So that would not surprise me at all if that equals more prep than usual. Anyway, 20 past 11, folks. No new regiment. I'm out of here. But, as I mentioned, I will try my best to be back this afternoon. Bye for now.